Krazy family. We are here filming.
Yeah, that's it.
Doing this interview. We've been talking about this for about a month.
Yeah,
and actually, it's been like a year since I asked you.
Yeah,
we finally got
it's
to
been
know.
a while.
So this is Dawn. I'm gonna murder your last name, Thornburg.
That's it. That's
Tyler,
it. You got it right.
Tyler is her son, right?
Yep, my son.
They are Krazy family members. You guys are part of Krazy, and also you're members of Base.
Yep.
And you have your own YouTube channel, which, finally or not, that's kind of like how I noticed you first, and then, well, here's a little news. Do you remember this? The first time I met you guys was last year. At the end of the day, your first trip to Kennywood. We were at the Phantom. And I was sitting there and doing what I do. I just chat to people. I'm just that way. Rocky, she gets she gets annoyed. Like, come on, let's go, man.
I've got friends that's the same way. They're like, who is she talking to now? Come on.
This is just a stranger. So, and it happened to be that you guys were there and we just started chatting. Like, did I give you buttons last time?
No, we didn't. We were talking last night about when we met you, and it was our first night.
We had just got here.
We hadn't been here 2 hours probably because we just did a 3-hour night that first night, and then we were going to have the whole day the next day. And we come to ride Phantom. We got in line for Phantom's Revenge.
Yeah, that was our first ride.
First ride on Phantom's Revenge was night.
There is nothing like Phantom at night.
Yeah, that's true.
And you guys have been around.
266 roller coasters or something like that at night.
Yeah, I mean, can you tell them what town you're from?
Oh, okay.
Wait. What town's Yin's from?
Yin's from?
What Yin's from is because you're pretty southern. You can hear your voices. And I mean that with love. But I had to do a Pittsburgh thing just because.
Yin's
where are you from
Pittsburgh.
and what is your home park?
We are from North Carolina, right outside of Greensboro, North Carolina.
A little town outside of Greensboro. It's like Level Cross, Randleman area.
Yeah, so. if you watch NASCAR, Richard Petty Country.
He lives right down the road from us. We pass his garage every day.
So that's where we're from. And our actual home park is Carowinds.
Carowinds.
We adopted Busch Gardens, Williamsburg as our home park.
Yeah, we go to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg a lot.
And Tyler was telling me before, while we were getting drinks or whatever, that he's into cars.
Yeah.
You race?
Yeah, I race. So when I'm not riding roller coasters, I'm usually with my dad racing.
Drag racing.
Yeah, we drag race. And we got a couple Mustangs we run. So.
Cool.
And sometimes I share some of that on this channel.
Cool.
His dad was always wanting, if you put drag racing on there, then you get more views. So once in a while, there's some drag racing.
Well, how long has your channel been in existence? And what made you want to start your channel?
We started the channel in 2018.
The end of 2018.
No, January 2018. We've been talking about it all of 2017.
Yeah. We really we kind of started really talking about it in 2017, and then we got serious in the beginning of 2018.
Yeah, so it's been a while. We actually started with some friends. We had some friends of ours that we ended up doing the channel together. They did split off from us, you know, and they started their own channel, and because most people, you know, that just out and about, I guess they just knew, just out and about, you know, so.
I have noticed there is actually another channel. It doesn't say just out and about. It's
now that's I don't know who that is.
I noticed that, right? And not to like the negative on it. I'm just saying it's something I noticed.
But we've been doing it since 2018. So we started out just mainly doing YouTube. I mean, you know, I've always posted stuff on Facebook, but probably now our primary outlet is Facebook.
So now it's kind of switched. Like beginning we was on YouTube, focus more on YouTube now. Focus more on Facebook.
So find us on Facebook.
YouTube's kind of like our separate kind of.
Yeah, we post on TikTok, YouTube.
Sounds like the opposite of us.
Yeah, but our main. We've just grown on Facebook, so it just turned into our main outlet.
What made you want to do that? I mean, what made you start this?
Just the love of the parks.
Yeah,
all parks
always
we went
there.
to. We've always been going.
It's kind of like a memory thing too. Like have your memory set back. You can go online and find them and pull them back up and look at them.
That was the main thing. We went to the parks all the time, and then of course I started watching. Got to where I started watching bloggers a lot, and I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I can do that. To begin with, though, we'd always try to find this little corner.
Yeah, you'd be
over in the park.
Over there where nobody.
We were going to be on camera. If I was going to talk to the camera,
and we would always
nobody
mess up.
us.
And then used to, we would mess up and then have to restart, but now it's just like.
Yeah, that's just us.
I guess it is a learning curve.
It is.
Even when I did an interview with Fairly Amused, my friend Jason, he told me, like, when he started, he had to, well, this is how I had to learn. He had to learn. Like, okay, how to edit. How to, what do I film? What do I say? And, you know, it's like coming to, like, being a teenager and when it comes to video and stuff, you have to learn. You have to learn how to do it.
I edited one video, it was a golf video, a putt-putt video. That's about the only video I've edited.
Yeah.
She does most of the editing.
Yeah, so you do most of
I do the editing,
So both of you film, though?
Yeah.
He usually, he does some stuff for me.
Film.
Especially because he'll go to media events now.
Yeah.
If we get an invite to a media event, like let's say King's Dominion, he went to the Rapterra, King's the media thing and Busch Gardens. He'll go to media events up there. So he'll do that, you know, himself. I think, but he does say that it's different talking to the camera by himself rather than being with me. You know, when you're just there.
Different, like. You had to come up with everything when you by yourself. You got nothing to bounce fucking off.
But yeah, we used to go hide because I didn't want people, you know how it is. You're like embarrassed, like, with it, you know, people seeing you walk around talking to the camera. But now I'm like,
and then you got those people who are like perfect strangers. Can I be in your video?
Yeah.
Or we get this one all the time. You want me to take your picture, which is really nice. They just offer to take a picture, but we're sitting there video, and they're like, "You want us to take your picture?" We're like, "No, we're videoing."
No, we're videoing ourselves.
And then you're thinking, I gotta edit that out.
Yeah, then you gotta start.
So everyone
We
knows.
cut you out, Chuck.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it isn't. He's still alive.
Okay, no, you were over here. We couldn't see you.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to see you too.
Okay, I'll be over here. We all good? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Well, I've done that before with David Hayner when we interviewed him last year.
Yeah.
And my face is like this. So you're kind of like guillotined the wrong way.
Yeah.
So everyone knows that I am crazy about Kennywood.
Yep.
Okay. But I also have favorite parks that I've been to. What is your favorite park that you've been to? And each of you can give your own answers. Let's start with Dawn. Dawn can tell me what is her favorite park that she's been to.
My favorite park is always, it's just, I tell everybody it's where my heart is. It's always going to be Busch Gardens, Williamsburg.
I knew you were going to say that because you told me that earlier. That's your, you know.
We did get to visit Epic Universe, which this year, you know, so it's, you know, there's a whole lot of hype about Epic. It's an absolutely gorgeous park, the lands and all that. And Universal is probably ranks up, you know, it ranks up there.
High quality.
But Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, there's just something about it, I guess because I have memories there with my parents, where I don't really have those memories because we didn't go to Universal, so I don't have those memories with my parents there. So Busch Gardens, Williamsburg.
Yeah, here's a little follow-up question. You just asked you just mentioned family. How important is it for you to bring your family along to these things?
Yes. I mean, I wish my dad and stuff could still come with me, you know, and everything. He sees the monster he created with the theme park stuff now, you know.
But he's
in his 80s. He's almost 90, so. But I've always, ever since Tyler was born, there's a little park near us that was that's called Tweetsie Railroad. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it's in Blowing Rock, North Carolina. So it's like an hour and a half from our house. The year that I had him, I couldn't go to parks, of course, that spring. So we didn't have a vacation plan that summer. He was born in the 1st of June, and by July 4th, we were at Tweetsie Railroad on the 4th because I was like, okay, I got to get
You're getting withdrawals.
You know,
I'm getting the shakes, man. I'm getting the shakes.
4 weeks. So 4 weeks old is in his first park. So.
What about you, Tyler? What is your favorite park that you've been to?
Probably. I mean, all the park. I love all the parks in Florida, every one of them, all of them. But probably Universal Studios is probably my favorite one. It's just the nostalgic of it. Like, I mean, it ain't been around but 32 years, probably.
Yeah.
33.
Yeah. The studio side. You're talking about the studio side?
The studio side. I mean, I love Islands of Adventure and Epic's great, but just walking the streets of Universal Studios, it's just. That's just mine.
Yeah, I have a little shared. I was there the first year they were open.
Oh, wow.
I was a child.
Yeah.
But guess what? The only rides that they had open.
Which one? E.T.
E.T.
Okay.
Oh, my name, Jaws wasn't
Okay,
working.
Earthquake.
and oh my gosh. Those are the two I remember that were open.
Was it Kong? There was a Kong.
No,
or did that come out later?
No, not yet.
Had trouble.
I remember doing Earthquake. I remember doing E.T. and there was a lot of walking around.
Yeah.
A lot of things. A lot of things. But when you were only like 13 years old, you don't remember that much of that.
Yeah.
I mean, even to the younger age,
Was it Ghostbusters?
yeah, there was
Ghostbusters was there.
Yeah, there was Ecto and some people dressed up in jumpsuits and the whole 9 yards. And it was good to be able to. I got pictures, but that part has morphed.
Yeah.
Compared to how many years ago? 1980s. Didn't it start in the 80s?
90.
Early 90s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it started being built like late 80s, but MGM at the time, they kind of, they proposed it, and then Michael Eisner at the time, he was working with another company, and he went to Disney, and then they fast forwarded and opened 2 years before.
You knew what he was going to do. He was going to take that idea and run with it.
Which he did.
But they still have two great parks.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I'm not a big Disney fan, and I'll be up front with that. But they still have nice parks.
They do.
It's just, I believe it's just too pricey. They're asking too much for every little thing down there, and that's the problem with Disney. But there's a lot of plus things about that park too. My friend David, who from Cheating TV, who I interviewed, just recently. He goes down there 4 times a year. He lives up here. He's a passer. He goes up down there and spends his time down there, and they have season passes, and he loves going down there.
Yeah.
I guess that's why what I was trying to say earlier is everyone's got their own favorite park.
Oh yeah.
And it's a wonderful thing that, my favorite one is Silver Dollar City, and I was talking to you about that earlier.
Bucket list park for us.
Yeah.
Bucket list.
And it's kind of interesting to figure out where everyone's mindset is.
Yeah.
And I could ask the same thing with Rock, and Zach's sitting over here too.
Yeah.
I can ask Zach what his favorite park is. Now he's only been to Kennywood, but we're working on that.
Yeah.
We're working on that. But,
Well, there's so many parks that there's just at least 1 or 2 little things that really bring you back. I mean, because even here, just
it brought us back here.
Just bring it back.
We like this park a whole lot.
There's not
for us to come back this year and make just a soul trip.
Yeah.
There is some parts that really put an impression in your head and make you want to come back, like Kennywood and Waldemere. There's something about those parks that are family owned, and just So this is a question, and if I'm wrong, please correct me.
Okay.
So this is in your recent video of Busch Gardens, the 50th celebration media day and ACE event you guys did. The park projected and showed some of your pictures of you back in 1978 when you were doing a ride on what looked like a children's ride. What ride was that?
All right. Do you remember a ride it's kind of like a top?
We have one at Carowinds.
Yeah, there's one at Carowinds now.
The gyrosphere. The gyrosphere. It's an aeronautical landing.
It's like a top. Like a spinner, like if you were going to do this little spin top.
Okay.
And those seats, and it'll start out like this. Okay, and then it goes like this,
Oh my God, you get sick.
As you're going around.
So if you've ever seen The Sandlot, It's the ride. Their ride is in the sandlot when it gets sick.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like that ride. That,
But yes.
that style of ride.
So why was this projected on the screen? Was it something special that for ACE members or?
No, they actually Busch Gardens Williamsburg. They are celebrating their 50th year this year. So I've been going since the late 70s. All right, so they just had where they were wanting anybody to share and put a hashtag BGW50, and that way they would
Instagram
find those photos.
or Facebook.
Oh,
And then that way they could pull out, and they just wanted you to share your memories. So I actually, since I post so much on Facebook, I had so many photos that I was just sharing every week.
Yeah.
So they pulled part of them out. Some of them were Tyler and his, and he was little.
Yeah,
I was just going to ask
I was
that.
at Eggshell.
I was just going to ask that.
Land of Dragons.
You said, like you said, that family is a lot to you guys.
Yeah.
So when you go to these parks, it's always for family.
Yeah, most of the time.
Your family is really close, and that's why it's so special. I think the whole purpose of these going to these music parks is not just get on a ride.
We hardly ever ride.
We hardly ride anymore.
It's about spending time with family and making friends, and and just memories.
In the years ago, I guess I contribute that to our YouTube or on Facebook as well, because when nobody, I'm not saying that many people know who we are, but when nobody knew who we were and we just went to the park, then we went from ride to ride to ride to ride to ride to ride.
I can't really do that no more.
Yeah.
I can, but I get headaches all the time. I can't ride them like I used to.
So we, now that we got to where we started our YouTube back in 2018, then most of the time if we go to Busch Gardens Williamsburg, we have friends that we meet up with.
Yeah, every time we go to Busch Gardens, we meet up with.
We've got people we meet up with them in Florida. We've got Hunter, you saw her earlier, she'll meet up with us when we come to Pennsylvania.
She was with you. Oh, I don't even think that. I had some when we were talking about earlier about how we met up on a Phantom platform, sorry, excuse me.
Yeah.
And then wasn't a month later, not even a month later, I ran into you at Knoebels.
And she
right
was
on the same platform, right up there.
Yeah.
I'm like,
But that's what I was gonna say. But since we've done that, then we don't run around. Of course, we always enjoy the rides, and we do our little coaster count. Like we got our new steel curtain coaster credit.
Right on.
But
there've been times we go to Busch Gardens for the weekend
and we just hang out with everybody. We don't the train.
The train is all we ride.
But so it's turned into more of sometimes a reunion when we go somewhere rather than always just ride, just me and him. Like we're sitting here talking.
Yeah. And that's how you
we're just hanging out.
Yeah,
we're at the park. We're just hanging out.
So the picture we were just talking about, this picture also shows that you're a true crazy for amusement parks.
Yeah.
Both of you guys.
Yeah.
Do you think that the love for amusement parks came from when you were a child? Why do you think that?
For me, yes. I'm not sure exactly where it started, but my parents, I guess maybe when I was young, my parents took me to Carowinds, which Carowinds being our home park. So it started from there. Most of the time, I was an only child, or am an only child. He's an only child. So my parents would ask me every year. We only got one vacation a year, so it wasn't like he and I that every month we were somewhere. No, we got one vacation a year, and most of the time my choice was my parents would say, "Where do you want to go on vacation?" And one year it would be Busch Gardens, and one year it would be Kings Dominion. So since I only had to choose between one, I flip-flop between those. Got a great memories with my dad at the parks. My mom wasn't a rider, but she would go. As far as he goes, he didn't have a choice.
I didn't have a choice.
So it just came almost like an inheritance to you.
No, it was like I didn't have a choice. I was the only kid, so I was
He was the only one I had. So it was
So it's like Dawn didn't want to get the shakes from the draw, so she drug you along. And just caught you got the bug.
I can't tell you how many times I was on a roller coaster crying when I was little.
Oh, really?
But I couldn't get off.
Yep. I remember when he first was tall enough to ride Apollo's chariot, and they're fixing, checking the bars, and he's just horrid.
Yeah.
Just
Mom's like,
sobbing.
he's fine. Let's go.
That's exactly right.
The attendant was
He's
like,
not, you're not gonna hurt. You're not gonna. He's gonna. You know, too far is hard for him to kill him.
yeah, that the attendant was like, does he want off? And I was
No,
she's like,
do not offer for him to get off this ride. No.
We're doing this.
I said, he's fine. I always used to tell him, you got to do it at least once. If you tell me that you don't like it after that, then we still have a problem. But and then he never actually told me that. So
Same way with haunted houses.
Same way with haunted houses,
I didn't
too.
know it was haunted houses.
Yeah.
So most of your videos on YouTube are about your family going to music parties.
Yep.
And I think I already touched this on this, so we can probably move on if I don't remember. How important it is to you to spend your time with these together at these parks and why?
Yeah.
With your family and why?
Yeah. Very important. You know, I'm getting older. Sometimes I can't go as fast as I used to, or as hard as we used to.
We used to. We would hot lap go because we just go around and around, but.
And miles of walking a day.
Yeah. Rocky and I are like the same thing. But Phantom, we've marathoned that thing 8 times without getting off.
Yeah.
It's the most. On not an ace day.
Yeah.
That's usually spring, like opening day, when there's no one at the park.
Right.
And we've done the same thing with Jackrabbit. The most we've ever done with Exterminator was last weekend, twice without getting off because of the capacity. And I don't know why they decided, it's like, okay, go ahead. But
They did it. You're like, okay, I'm not going to turn it down.
Okay, so here's another question. What about Kennywood are you crazy about?
The nostalgia.
I don't know, that corn dog was really good.
He said the corn dog.
Corn dog.
You just got the corn dog for the first time today.
It really is we like old parks. Like, if it's over 100 years old, we're probably going to like it.
Yeah.
So, like, just the old, like, the people way before us was in the same spot that we were at.
Yeah. When we walked in for the first time last year, and we got no further than the old mill right there.
Oh, yeah, that old mill.
And I'm like, okay, we got to ride it. And we jumped on it, and I was like, it is cheesy as cheesy can be. But I love it because I love cheesy dark rides, and I'm like, I like this. So then as we made our way around, like the next day, I found a little auto race over here. Because we only had like those couple hours that first night, so I didn't see that auto race. I thought I was walking up on the old antique cars.
The first thing we did when we got in here was
it was Old Mill.
And then I think we did the Noah's Ark because everybody talked about it. And then that was cheesy too. And then
Phantom's Revenge. We got it that night. Fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Oh no, we rode Thunderbolt that night too.
Yeah.
Thunderbolt blew me away because I thought, we'll just go ride it.
I always see when this little park.
It's got some punch, don't it?
Yeah.
It depends on where you sit too, and who you're sitting with.
What's the best road?
Yeah, what's the best road?
Today, I would suggest third seat back.
Okay.
And as soon as you go down for sale and go into the lift hill, hold on for your dear life.
Okay.
Ride with somebody smaller.
Yeah.
Okay? Because if the person's really like a larger person.
Yeah.
Like if I ride with Katie, Katie's my friend. She's tiny as tiny. Okay, not so bad. And I mean this with love. And Rocky sits by she's a little bit bigger girl, meaning she's a little bit hippier because Katie's.
Oh, well,
Katie, she squishes me. She's squishing me hard. I gotta reach behind her and hold that chair or hold that seat so I don't hold on. Yeah, around that. Yeah, it's a little rough, but T-Bow. It's fun.
Yeah.
And
so that's what I'm saying.
For all it is, it's really smooth.
Yes. That's what I said. That's what I said. We got on Thunderbolt that night. I do remember doing that. It blew me away. I'm like, man, I really like this. And like I said, the next day we found that auto race. I thought we were going to the antique cars.
Yeah.
And I got over there. I'm like, what in the world is this thing?
Yeah, built by Travers.
And I was like, I guess there's a reason why I haven't seen one of those anywhere because there's not any left, right? It's the last one.
The second to the last one, I do believe David Hayner told me it was like overseas or something.
Oh,
and then they just, I don't know how long ago, but or was it in Canada or something?
Yeah.
And they just closed it down and didn't rebuild it. And Kennywood has a wonderful thing of like maintaining these classic rides.
That's what I was going to say, and I told somebody the other day they really have taken care of their rides, and that's what we fell in love with. So, and we left here that next day saying, why have we not? We've been talking about. Kennywood had come up in the past.
It's always been on like
trip plans.
We would try to take a road trip during the summer and get like new parks.
Yeah.
We'd always talk about it, but we had never got up here until.
But then when we finally got here, when we walked out, we were like, why have we not been before?
Yeah.
So. That's,
I guess me and Rock and even our friend Zach, we just take it for granted.
Yeah.
It's always been here, and hopefully it will always be here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like, with our home park, Carowinds, I mean, Carowinds.
Yeah, they turned 50, so I mean, they've been around a while.
Carowinds is nice, but you still, you just feel.
It's still corporate, though.
You just feel the corporateness in Cedar Fair Park that you don't feel here. You don't.
Or at Knoebels, you know, that home.
Yeah. Like, you can feel like somebody's always watching you in a corporate park, I guess. Like, management, and then, like, here, you're just like, all right, go have fun.
Where was I? Okay. Here's a good question. So, in the amusement park industry, sometimes things have to change. Okay? Whether it's a ride or a food stand or something else, they usually come and go.
Right. Sadly.
Sometimes people just don't like changes.
Yeah.
And why do you think that it is that people don't like change when it comes to amusement parks?
A lot of the older stuff is better.
Yeah. A lot of the old, because a lot of the old stuff is what really has to leave. I mean, it ends up leaving.
Because that's what's on the shopping block mainly is the older stuff. And like, it just grows like a whole fan base.
I even mentioned because of Steel Curtain, you know?
Yeah, like,
I mean, when we were walking around by there.
That's like, whenever we come here, we're like, why ain't there a water, like a log flume?
Log flume. Come to find out, there was.
There was a log flume.
But I guess it was on the chopping block for, you know.
Well, there's reasons for that. In my opinion, though, the maintenance on that ride just got too much.
And that's usually what the problem
and then Alice bought the park, and they said, let's build a roller coaster, bring people in here. And that's true. But when you build a new coaster in a park, it brings about 20% of people in because they want it. And even though it pays for itself, basically, but it tapers off in years.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, personally, I'd rather have a roller coaster, but people, they're true diehards of the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
They want that water ride there.
Well, that's kind of like the auto race thing. You know, I'd hate to see that ever go.
Piece of history.
You know, and hopefully it doesn't. But I think that's why people do get upset about, you know, even when they change the theming on the ride. Look at Splash Mountain and you know, at Disney, and we have it rigged to be honest. Yeah, it's still the same ride, but it's like
it's just different. Yeah.
It's always been, the ride at Splash Mountain.
That was the first.
And I'm like,
my first Disney ride was Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
And then another one now Hollywood Studios. I used to love the Great Movie Ride.
Oh yeah, he was.
I remember that when I was a child. Yeah.
I was bad when they took that out. What they replaced it with is really cool, but still, I mean, like, my thing with Disney, they have so much land, and ain't no need for them to take nothing out. Build another park.
They should just build another. But yeah,
that's a whole different live stream.
We know it. Things have to go in order for new stuff to come, but it does. Usually, right there at first, it's kind of a gut punch when they're taking something.
I guess
and we adjust
to people's memories. That's the problem.
Yeah,
I was talking when we were talking to Charles doing that interview for the Turtle, and my thought was, and he agreed with me. Our brains and our hearts are with our memories.
Yeah.
You know, we come to these parks.
Yeah.
We spend time with our family, spend time with our friends.
Yeah.
Right. And our connections are memories on these machines that we ride. Maybe that is a reason why when they remove a ride, we get so emotional and get upset and so peeved.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But so when it does come to change, what do you think should be the mainstay in an amusement park? both of you, I mean, I think you might have different ideas on that. The mainstay of an amusement park should be what?
Are you talking about what state? What
should always stay in
what should always stay? I think each park would be, for me, I think each park should keep at least one or two of their opening day attractions if they still have those opening day attractions. E.T. at Universal, for instance, that he loves.
Yeah.
Most people now don't even know who E.T. is.
I was going to say that about the other question. Like, I should be used to the change because Universal, my favorite park, has ripped everything out.
They don't care.
It's always changing, but at least E.T. has stayed the same. Although the scent is not the same. I don't care what they tell you. The scent is different.
The scent in the woods. But like, for instance, Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, one of their opening day is the log flume.
Yeah, like at Marshall, they just rebuilt at Marshall pretty much all the track on it. So.
Yeah, well, it wasn't opening day, but it was still a great, a lot of these parks are getting rid of the arrow, classic arrows. But Busch Gardens actually put, Loch Ness Monster is staying around for a long time.
You guys just were on that not too long ago, weren't you?
Yeah.
It's one of my bucket lists, and I was telling Rocky, again, and I mean this with love, some people struggle with larger riders struggle with some of the rides not being friendly for larger riders. It's still currently being one of those too. But is Loch Ness Monster pretty?
I mean, it's pretty forgiving. I mean, it really is. I mean, because I've seen people ride that I'm like, really? Because the shoulder restraints would still be it's over the shoulder. But I mean, I've seen them ride where it's just like one or two clicks, and it's still out there. So
maybe someday, Rock, we should be able to get you on that. It's a classical arrow.
Loch Ness Monster.
But the first interlooping, I guess it was the first interlooping roller coaster. You go through the loop one way, and then you come back through the loop the other way, and it's like...
It's interlocking.
Interlocking.
It's really cool. I'll show you the POV on it. It's really cool. You'd like it.
But I think it's important for them to try to do what they can to keep a couple opening day attractions in the park. I mean, Carowinds, they've still got the Gold Rusher, which is an arrow train, mine train, so, I think those are important.
Do you have anything to add, Tyler?
Yeah, keep trees.
Keep trees.
Like, don't take all the shade out of the park.
This is like Earth Day almost.
We've been to a few parks where Epic is one of. I mean, there's.
Well, Cedar Point's pretty like that. There's only one part. I don't know what you call the Frontera.
The Frontierland.
That's the only place that has shade.
That's the only place that got shade.
And the rest of it's like, sweat your butt off. And then in the front of the park, they removed the water fountain, the fountain you go play in and stuff on the show. But okay, so let's move on. What do you think Kennywood did well this year? What do you think they should improve on next year? I asked this because you've been here before. And you've seen what they've done in the previous year. And now you're here today. Do you see something that they did well, or they need to improve on?
Honestly, I had to switch in the wing. It's only our third time. Third day. But I think it's still about the same as last year, honestly.
I don't see anything that they've done a whole lot different, but they open steel curtain.
Yeah, there you go.
For us. So we can
the
get
lawn
this credit.
ornament is now open.
So there you go. There's our answer to that question.
There's your answer.
And I'm excited to check out this Fall Fantasy Parade tonight because I've never, obviously we've never
it's
seen
been a
that.
tradition for many
Sounds
years.
like I was going to say, sounds like it's
and
been
that's
a
why the
tradition.
park is so busy. I was telling you earlier, every Fall Fantasy time is when all the kiddos rush into here for many hours and make the lines super long for us pass holders. But
somebody else mentioned that, I think, in your group or on one of my posts the other day that it was probably going to be busier today because of the parade.
Now, is this parade only one time a year? Or?
No, it's every weekend, every day,
just in the fall. Tonight's the first night of it for
there's more bands this today, and then as the days go past, they have certain bands from around the area and these kids, they come here and get a free or like a discounted ticket.
Okay.
And they come and play in the parade, and they get to ride all day.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see that.
Yeah.
We actually, with the ACE thing today, we could try to ride on the
Yeah,
thing,
we all applied for that. Yeah.
We didn't apply for it.
Yeah,
I mean,
just,
as a matter of fact, my little tickets are
just
still
to
there.
make sure to be able to see it.
Just because, honestly, with us not being here before and not seeing it,
Yeah,
and I wanted to see
watch
it.
it, yeah.
I wanted to watch it. Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I guess we'll move one more. And when it comes to the next generation, what should we teach them about these music parks that we love so much?
Ride
I
the
know-
old stuff.
Ride the old stuff. I know one because I'll tell you because it's a pet peeve of mine. Pick up your trash and throw it in the trash can. I mean, mowers or host or the people that work in the park. Each park calls them has a different name.
Kennywood a couple years ahead of them called Art Ambassadors. Now it's changed. It's changed. I don't know what it is.
And I mean, they're not. Yes, they got people cleaning up,
But it's not
they're
their job to pick up your
they're not
trash.
your
maid.
maids, you know? So I'm saying that because I told him one time, I'm like, I'm gonna make a video at some point. It might not be a popular video, but I'm gonna make a video of our pet peeves. Like, if you're sitting at a bench and you're eating something and you've got a drink and there's a trash can 10 steps down, throw your stuff in the trash. We walk by all the time with people where they just left trash somewhere. Their food. Just
Probably my biggest pet peeve is during basketball.
the basketball.
Which y'all, I haven't heard that here, but like
When they win the basketballs and all
just
year, always.
bouncing around all through the park. It's like the most your basketball bounce.
But no, I just say seriously for everybody in the park. Have fun with your friends, your family, make memories. That's what the parks are there for.
Is there anything else you want to add, Tyler? Like what we should teach these next generations about these music parks that we love so much?
I mean, just enjoy the nostalgic and right. Make sure because if they just neglect the old stuff, then the parks are going to be more
Apt to take out that stuff. Yeah.
Rip them out.
Yeah. Like I tell everybody, like the kangaroo.
Just enjoy what people
ride it. Don't pass it up.
50, 60, 70 years ago thought was fun.
Yeah.
Still is.
Still
That's
is.
where you need to get on the turtle. It's the last.
We did. We
did
got
that.
the turtle. Okay, we went ahead and did the turtle last night because we're going to do it tonight, but we were afraid. I'm like, yesterday when we were having a chance, I'm like, we're riding what we can because we're not taking a chance on waiting until today and it being down because we did not get to do the turtle last year neither. So that was turtle. See, I mean,
So do you know where that audio came from?
No, where?
There is a movie called Master of Disguises.
Okay.
Dana Carvey stars in that movie.
Okay.
And so they go into a club. It's called the Turtle Club. And he dresses up like as a turtle.
Okay.
And the woman who's with him, it's like he wants to be a turtle so bad. He wants to be a part of this club because he loves this turtle club. And he's like, am I totally turtle enough to be this turtle club? And turtle. That's why at the end of the film, we did documentary, I made sure I threw that in at the end. So.
Turtle. That's what we heard it last night. Turtle. I was like, what is that?
I'm at work, and I'm walking down the hallway with amongst the kids because I work in pediatrics, and I'm going turtle really loud, and everyone's looking at me, talking about. Okay, so with that, would you guys do me a favor and look into that camera and tell them what's coming up next for you guys for your media pages and stuff?
All right. Halloween season is amongst us. So this is August. Today's August 2nd.
Yeah. So in 4 weeks?
Labor Day weekend. Opening weekend of Halloween Horror Nights.
This is our first year going up to the weekend. We usually spend a week and a half down there at the end of the horror nights, but we're actually going opening weekend this year and
You'll always find Halloween week. You'll always find us at Halloween Horror Nights. But in between, we've got a lot of local ones that we do in North Carolina. We got Lake Hickory Haunts and Woods of Terror, which are two awesome.
Kennywood, I think another one come out.
Yeah, we got an invite the other night for another one in Salisbury, North Carolina to go to.
We'll have a bunch of
Busch Gardens House Ring. Now, do they do a haunt thing up here? They do, right?
Yes, it's very, very big.
He
And then you have an Ace event.
I never heard of it.
You don't have to sign. It's free.
Oh, really?
The Ace event is free because they don't do the food thing.
Oh, okay.
You just come in. You obviously don't. You're not a season pass holder. I know you guys know. You have to buy your ticket.
Right.
You come in, and when you meet up a certain place, you get registered or wristband, and then they do a tour and stuff like that. And then I think we get first on the bracket, the whatever haunt is really popular at the time.
Okay.
For walk in with lights on.
Yeah.
And then they turn the lights off, and everyone's on the scare actors are in there. We get first walk in.
How many haunted houses y'all have?
About 6. Zach, how many? How many haunted houses? Is it 6? 6. They're adding a new one this year.
Okay.
So yes.
So he didn't even realize it.
Very important.
We're trying to connect.
With that, guys, good on time. Love each other. Magic.